I'm still on the same game series, Grand Tackle series, and this is still the Battle of Bastogne, and the same actually the tutorial scenario. These are the forests, so I figured it out. The Germans got to move first, though. Though we do have to do proof for the chits, but just to make it easy, so these bicycle units can move because the fire range is only to the adjacent hacks. So because there's no range box over here, it depicts no range. So therefore, the means only can fire into the next hacks. Besides this pink, that means small arms only. So and the movement points is only 5. Uh, the white color means it's foot traffic. So in the woods, it costs 3 points, movement points, and then 2 more points to be out in the clear. This is the best I can do. All three of these units. The mortar can be okay, but they do need a line of sight from one of the formation units. So I think during daytime, the visual range is like 8 hexes, so that should not be a problem. So yeah, but actually, when I played the first time, I was wrong. These guys, engineers, cannot fire opportunity fire because these are also small arms. There's no fire range. That means only adjacent. So the best these guys can do is to fire to the adjacent axis. So even though they are out here, it doesn't make any difference. So they cannot fire. So basically, this will end the first turn for the Germans. In the second phase, they can perform something else, but not the identical movement which they did in first phase. So therefore, they cannot fire. Basically, they can do nothing. Maybe they can spot for the mortar unit to fire off against the engineers. That's it. So the next turn will be the Americans, and since they can only fire to the adjacent hacks, there's no point for them to move. And besides, the Germans are doing attacking, the Americans are defending, so they will stay put. I think the objective is for the Germans to capture this town, the wheels. So I think to decrease the density, I'll probably remove one of the engineers to the next hacks. And yeah, and the colored edges mean they are on a slope, and the hacks that contain the darkened shaded part means they are in the lower slope. So actually these guys are on the high slope, and so that means eventually the Germans attack. Okay, now they're on the same level, but if they have attacked from here to here somehow, then they have a positive fire modifier. So now let's just do the mortar firing again. Uh, they probably do need to pass the troop quality check. So the troop quality is 4, so they need to make a die roll of 4 or less, and they roll a 9. So therefore, they cannot pass the troop quality test, so they cannot fire. But for purposes of this video, we roll a 4. So let's say they pass the quality check, so they could fire, and they are green. That means they are mortar. So you go to the combat result chart. So the background color is green, so that means it's a mortar unit, and they fight against the infantry on armor, so it will be over here. And let's check the modifiers. So this is not opportunity fire, this is the fire itself, indirect fire. So they probably can check for company bonus. So they'll do a die roll again. So company bonus die roll. This is a 3, so it passes. So they got an adjustment of +2. It is F3, so that means it's 5. Terrain doesn't matter because it's a mortar unit indirect. The range is 1, 2, 3 hexes, unarmored. So 3 hexes, 1 additional, so that means +2. So 3 plus 2 and plus another 2 become 7 so far. Defense rating, I check that later. And I think there are 6 steps for the engineer. There are 3 units, 2 steps each. So 6 steps is a further +2 modifier. So that means 7 becomes 9. Nighttime now, I think that is it. So that means it is a 9. And the modifier is +1, which is odd. Actually, mortar. But so even 9, I don't think mortar fire has the defense adjustment, so it has to roll 9 or less, could be 10 or less, so definitely passes. So it's only a 2. You check the CRT, so it's a 2. It will become a suppression, no hits or anything. So that means I think maybe you can hit all the individual units. I don't know. So suppression, that means probably affect the whole thing. So this is suppression really bad for the Americans, because if it is a suppression, that means basically they cannot fire. They can do nothing, no movement. Quality even get negative adjustment, and basically they're just stuck. So, and then as I said, it will be the American turns. So the Americans, oh, if this is really suppressed, they can even move, they can do nothing. So that means if I, actually been playing this game, I can get to move this stack also, but otherwise, it is the Germans again, so they probably will advance and either assault this hex or something. So over here, the leader does not really make any difference yet. Infantry 4, they probably, I don't know, I'll probably move them somewhere here. And anti-gun, actually there's no tank, so it doesn't really matter. And but it can still fire, right? It cannot move. Okay, fine. So this one probably stay put. The recon, since it can move around, I'll probably bring him up here so that they won't flank the American units. This guy's only for the recon. I won't bother here because the river, there's no crossing. There's no bridges per se. Yeah. So they probably have to, let's see. Actually, there are no bridges here too. Probably I will move them up here too. This is just a division command. So basically, what I do, I forgot terrain. It's not a real reference, just a stream. So to cause a stream is +1. Yeah, so they probably could, yeah, move across the stream. Note 7. Can we see? No, that's okay. Yeah, so basically that's what I would do. I need to double check when the mortar fires, do they hit the whole stack or one by one? That I don't know. It's 100 pages of rule book. Stupid. Okay, that's it for tonight.